Hello everybody, this is Money Mom. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about how I lost 80 pounds in 14 months. Let's get started. The reason I'm doing this video instead of a cooking or kitchen hack type video is because it was requested by several of the new subscribers that wanted to know a little bit more about it. So I thought this week I would talk about it, and I hope this is helpful. I have two huge health or weight loss tips. First, I will say this. You guys know I'm not a medical professional or doctor, and I'm telling you guys what works for me. I always tell people to consult their own medical doctor for any advice on this topic. So let me tell you the two biggest tips that are helping me. Number one, if you decide that you do want to drop and keep off weight and maintain a healthier weight for you, do this first. Know why. Why do you want to lose weight? For me, and you guys, some of you may not have watched all the videos, many of you may already know this because you've been following me for a while. I've been all different sizes. I got married in 1994, so I'm just going to go with, since I've been married to 94, right now it's 2000, I've been anywhere from 305, which was my heaviest, and my lowest that I got down to was about 160. Right now, currently, I weigh 183. So that gives you a little bit of perspective. So that being said, the first thing is to know your why. Why do you want to lose the weight? And for me, it is health. I know that I'm getting older and I want to live a longer, healthier life. Being so overweight really affected my swelling, my joints. It also affected my breathing because a lot of my weight was up in here. And so I felt exasperated all the time. And I just kept getting bigger. You know, it'd be one thing if I was overweight and I maintained that weight, but when you consistently keep getting bigger and there's no end in sight, I felt I needed to do something. So the big reason for me is health, number one. Number two, this is another huge tip. Many times I used to have the mindset that, oh, I'm going to go on a, quote, diet. And it's going to be for a short period of time, and once I lose the weight, I can go back to the way I ate before. Wrong. So know that whatever you do, it's for a lifetime. That's why it's really important to select an eating plan and tweak it to fit your needs. And it may take several years to do this. Know that if it's for a lifetime, you're not in a race. If it took you a year to lose 12 pounds and you're still tweaking things and figuring out what works for you and what doesn't, that's okay. And with that, you don't have to be on a specific eating plan. You can do what works for you, trial and error. That's kind of what I've done. And with that being said, many people ask, well, are you doing paleo? Are you doing vegan? Are you doing keto? I know a lot of times I do keto recipes, but if you were to look at the way I eat, it's not keto. So what am I actually doing? Let me get started with that. If you were to sum it up in a nutshell, what I am doing is a lower carb, high fat type eating plan. The reason I do higher fat, healthy fats, okay, such as avocado, salmon, things like that, nuts, is because it keeps me fuller than doing a higher carb type eating plan. That's what is effective for me. So, with that being said, I don't call it keto. I basically just call it the Money Mom plan because that's just basically what it is. In any area of my life, guys, I don't fit into a box. Lower carb, the average person has about 300 to 400 carbs a day. I'm eating less than 100 total carbs a day. So I really feel that that helps me. That's number one. Number two, I do intermittent fasting. My eating window is generally from 2 to 7. Sometimes I eat outside that window, and that's okay. With all of this being said, guess what, guys? It's been 14 months. There are days that I do make mistakes, and I go outside my eating window, or I eat more than I should, which brings me to number three. I make mistakes. There was even 1 month that I gained 4 pounds. But guess what? I give myself grace, and I get right back on the plan, and I'm like, okay, I made a mistake, and it's okay that I made a mistake, but let's get back on to eating healthy. So basically, lower carb, higher fat, intermittent fasting, so I'm eating during a certain window, and allow myself to make some mistakes and say it's okay, be self-compassionate, but get right back on it. Number four, not always, but I also do what I would call tracking what I eat. especially if I feel like I might be slowly veering back into bad habits. It's kind of like the lifestyle creep. It doesn't happen all at once. You can slowly, it just happens with 1 or 2 pounds, and then 3 pounds, 4 pounds, and then all of a sudden you can get carried away. The thing that I've been really good about this time is, if I start to gain or I start to eat more than I should or make some poor choices, I allow myself that, but then I rein it in right away. So that's kind of what I'm doing. These are the tips that work for me, but guess what? I'm still a work in progress. I still have a lot of improvements to make, but you know what? It's okay, because I have a lifetime to do that. I'm not going anywhere. I'm feeling good. I'm healthy. I have all of you as support and people being encouraging and kind to me, and I always appreciate that. If any of you are struggling with this, you know what? My advice to you is start off small. Do something that's really easy that you can do, and also basically celebrate any good choices you do make. I think many times we take points away from ourselves instead of celebrating our successes. Any positive change you make, whether it's cutting down from 3 sodas a day down to 1 soda a day, or you're no longer eating your late night bowl of ice cream anymore, anything like that is a win. So look at it that way. Remember, you're not in a race. Take your time and do what works for you and tweak things along the way to meet your lifestyle needs. That's all for now. I hope that this is helpful. I appreciate you. I love you, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.